You've heard the stories. NFTs turning digital artists into overnight millionaires, celebrities dropping cartoon apes, and headlines shouting about the future of the internet. But what about the other side of the NFT boom? The moments that went hilariously wrong, the scams, the heartbreaks, and the downright bizarre. Welcome back to the Swapspace channel, your home for all things crypto. Today, we're diving into the wildest NFT fails, legendary mishaps, and the stories that show how this digital gold rush was as much about human drama as it was about blockchain tech. But before we begin, drop this video a like and subscribe to our channel to stay in the loop.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
NFTs, non-fungible tokens. They are unique digital assets recorded on the blockchain, acting as a proof of ownership for digital items. In 2021, they exploded into the mainstream. Artists, musicians, athletes, and even brands like Taco Bell and Nike started minting NFTs. Suddenly, anything digital, be it art, music, video clips, tweets, could be bought and sold as a collectible.
I don't know, like a randomized NFT item, like a weapon or something.
The NFT market saw billions in sales within months. Platforms like OpenSea and Rarible became household names among crypto enthusiasts. Major auction houses like Christie's and Sotheby's held NFT sales, signaling mainstream acceptance. But as with every gold rush, most people didn't get rich. Many NFTs lost value quickly, and countless projects faded into obscurity. For every headline-grabbing sale, there were thousands of unsold or worthless tokens. The NFT boom was as much about wild speculation and oddball stories as it was about genuine innovation, leaving many to wonder if they dodged a bullet by not joining it.
Wow, we just dodged a bullet.
So, what's the state of NFTs in 2025? The frenzy of 2021 is long gone. Trading volumes have dropped by over 90% from their peak, floor prices for major collections have plummeted, and most hot projects are abandoned or inactive. However, NFTs haven't disappeared, they've actually evolved. Instead of wild speculation, the focus has shifted to practical use cases. NFTs now quietly underpin gaming assets, event tickets, loyalty programs, and digital identity. Major brands like Nike and Starbucks use them for customer rewards, while game developers integrate NFTs for player-owned items. The speculative bubble may have burst, but the core technology remains, powering new forms of ownership and utility across Web3.
Something finally worked?
But before we dive into what's next, let's rewind and look at some of the wildest moments in NFT history. It all started with a bang. In March 2021, digital artist Beeple sold his collage Every Days, the first 5,000 days, at Christie's for $69 million, the third highest price ever paid for a living artist's work. Overnight, NFTs went from crypto niche to global headline. Suddenly, everyone wanted in. Celebrities like Lindsay Lohan, Grimes, and Snoop Dogg released their own NFTs. Even Taco Bell launched their taco-themed digital art. CryptoPunks and Bored Apes, simple pixel avatars, started selling for more than luxury cars. News outlets scrambled to explain why someone would pay millions for a JPEG. The market exploded. People were flipping NFTs like trading cards, hoping for a life-changing payday. The NFT gold rush had officially begun.
Is your Stony Duck NFT?
After NFTs hit the headlines, celebrities flooded the space, turning the digital art craze into a pop culture spectacle. Snoop Dogg didn't just collect NFTs, he became a major creator and even revealed himself as the mysterious NFT whale Cosimo de Medici. Paris Hilton, always ahead of the curve, released her own digital art and appeared on late-night TV, explaining NFTs to a bewildered Jimmy Fallon. And the list grew fast. Eminem bought a Bored Ape that looked like him and dropped his own NFT music. Shaquille O'Neal released cartoonish Shaq NFTs for charity. Tony Hawk minted digital skateboarding tricks. Grimes sold $6 million worth of digital art in minutes. The Weeknd launched his own NFT collection. And Lindsay Lohan sold Lightning Lohan NFTs. There's also Logan Paul, who dropped NFT trading cards of himself and bought into pricey projects.
I hate him.
John Cena and WWE tried to cash in with wrestling-themed NFTs. Jimmy Fallon and Steph Curry bought Bored Apes, making them their Twitter profile pictures. Reese Witherspoon, Madonna, Justin Bieber, and even Gwyneth Paltrow joined the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Some celebrities made serious money. Others, not so much. Logan Paul famously spent over $600,000 on NFTs that are now worth less than a used car.
I think I still hate him for it.
John Cena's WWE NFT collectible flopped so badly he called it a catastrophic failure. Only a handful sold. A-list hype couldn't always guarantee success.
No guarantees.
But there are also some bizarre moments. Melania Trump launched her own NFT platform. Taco Bell and Charmin, yes, the toilet paper brand, released themed NFTs for charity. And as the dust settled, it became clear. Fame could draw attention, but it couldn't protect anyone from the volatility of the NFT market. For every celebrity cashing in, there are others left holding the bag or just holding a very expensive JPEG.
NFT, huh? Hey, I got an NFT for you. No fucking thanks.
At the height of the NFT mania, people were buying some of the wildest and most unexpected digital items for eye-watering sums. A pixelated CryptoPunk sold for $12 million at Sotheby's, and today, the floor price for most CryptoPunks has collapsed to around $50,000 to $70,000, with only the rarest selling for six figures. Ether Rock, literally just a clip art image of a rock, fetched $1.3 million at its peak. In 2024, some Ether Rocks have traded for less than $10,000 if they sell at all. Nyan Cat, the iconic flying Pop-Tart meme, sold for nearly $600,000. Recent sales of meme NFTs have been sporadic and for much lower amounts, with the most meme-based NFTs struggling to find buyers. Jack Dorsey's first tweet was snapped up for $2.9 million in 2021. In a dramatic turn, it was put up for resale in 2022 and received offers of less than $300, a staggering 99.99% drop in value. And it didn't stop there. The Disaster Girl meme, Charlie Bit My Finger, and even digital pet rocks changed hands for small fortunes. But as the hype faded, so did the prices. Many of these NFTs now sit unsold or trade for a tiny fraction of their former glory. And if that's not a sign of a bubble, I don't know what is. But with big money comes big risks. The NFT gold rush wasn't just a magnet for artists and collectors, it also attracted scammers, hackers, and every flavor of bad actor. As millions poured in, the space became a wild west for digital deception. Here are some of the most infamous NFT scams and exploits. Let's start with rug pulls and vanishing acts. Evolved Apes promised a fighting game, vanished with 2.7 million, leaving buyers with nothing but ugly JPEGs. Next we have Frosties. Its creators hyped up the game, merch, and rewards, and then ghosted with $1.1 million. And in a rare twist, the FBI tracked down and arrested the founders. There's also Baller Ape Club, another Solana project gone after raising $2 million. No apes, no refunds.
Wait, there's more.
There's also fake NFTs and art theft. There's Phantom Galaxies, where scammers set up a fake website tricking buyers into sending $1.1 million in crypto for NFTs that didn't even exist. Copy minters. Countless cases of scammers minting famous artworks or memes as NFTs without permission, selling fakes to unsuspecting buyers. Even Banksy's art was minted by fraudsters.
But wait, there's more!
And of course we can't forget phishing, hacks, and exploits. The Bored Ape Yacht Club Discord hack happened multiple times, where hackers compromised the official Discord, stealing over $3 million worth of NFTs by posting fake mint links. There is also the Ronin Bridge hack, where in 2022, hackers stole over $600 million in crypto from the blockchain behind Axie Infinity, one of the biggest NFT games. There is also the OpenSea phishing attack, which resulted in $1.7 million in NFTs stolen from users, exploiting confusion during a platform migration.
But wait, there's more!
And we can't forget the pumps and dumps and wash trading. Starting with LooksRare, the NFT marketplace that was accused of rampant wash trading, where users sold NFTs to themselves to farm rewards and inflate trading volume, billions of dollars in fake trades. There's also Meebits. After a $1.5 million sale, it was revealed the buyer and the seller were the same person, just using different wallets to artificially boost prices. There are also other notorious incidents, like Pixelmon, which raised $17 million for a Pokemon-inspired NFT game, only to reveal embarrassingly bad artwork and no playable game. The community called it the worst rug pull ever, though the team denied outright fraud.
But wait, there's more!
There is also a Banksy NFT hoax, where a collector paid $336,000 for an NFT supposedly by Banksy, only to discover it was a fake. The money was surprisingly refunded, but only after the story went viral. There's the Azuki controversy, where the founder admitted to abandoning 3 previous NFT projects, causing Azuki prices to crash and sparking debates about accountability in the space. The NFT boom brought innovation and creativity, but also a staggering amount of risk. For every success story, there were dozens of cautionary tales, showing just how wild and unpredictable the new digital frontier could be. Now here's a story that became an NFT legend. One trader meant to list his Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT for 300 ETH, about $1 million at the time. But a typo made it 0.3 ETH, just $3,000. A bot instantly bought it and flipped it for a huge profit. And the seller? Left with nothing but regret and a lesson in double-checking your decimals. By late 2022, the NFT party was over. Prices tanked, trading volume dropped by over 90%, and projects that once made headlines faded into obscurity. Some of the most hyped NFTs, like those million-dollar rocks, became practically worthless. Even the blue chip collection like Bored Apes and CryptoPunks lost most of its value. It was a harsh wake-up call. Turns out not every JPEG is destined to make you rich. But it wasn't all doom and gloom. Some artists found real success, building communities and earning royalties every time their work was sold. Others, like the creators of the NBA Top Shot, proved that NFTs could bring digital collectibles to the masses, at least for a while. And then there were the truly bizarre stories. The guy who tried to sell the Brooklyn Bridge as an NFT. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. The Funky Ape Yacht Club, which just copied Bored Apes and sold them as mirrored images until it got banned. But where are they now? The hype is gone, but the NFTs aren't dead. Big brands like Nike and Starbucks are actually quietly using NFTs for loyalty programs and digital goodies. Games like Axie Infinity and Gods Unchained are experimenting with NFT-powered economies, letting players actually own their in-game assets, which is the right way to use NFTs. The focus has actually shifted from speculation to utility, from get rich quick to what can this tech actually do.
All that feeling and love right where it should be.
If there's one thing the NFT saga has taught us, it's that the technology is only as wild as the people using it.
Well, you can't blame a man for trying.
We saw fortunes made and lost, scams and heartbreak, and creativity and chaos. And through it all, one truth remained. In Web3, there are no guarantees, just endless possibilities, and sometimes endless drama. NFTs were never just about the art or the money. They were about the community, risk, and the thrill of trying something new. Some people got rich, some got scammed, and most just watched the chaos unfold. And as the dust settles, the real winners might be those who learned lessons and are ready for whatever comes next. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this wild ride through NFT history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your craziest NFT story in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the world of digital ownership.